What is going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Paul, also known as the Wizard, and you join us where we have just slapped a transfer embargo on every single team in the Premier League. So before we get into the video, please make sure you do go down and subscribe to this new channel. As I say, my name is Paul. I used to do YouTube content under the alias of the Northman, but I'm back as the Wizard, creating experiments, hopefully boosting the reputation. I stream on Twitch Let's Play series, so make sure you do go over and follow that as well. Hopefully you will enjoy that, and hopefully the YouTube side of things helps bring people into the Wizard content, and then we get more on the Let's Play, we get more in general, and we just build a nice community. So, I have slapped a transfer ban for 10 years on every single Premier League club. But we're not going to come back after 10 years. We're going to come back after a season. We're going to come back after 5 years. Then after 20 years. Because I want to see, does the 10-year transfer ban inflict long-lasting damage on the club? Or do they bounce back? Do some clubs manage to just keep winning and winning and winning, even when they cannot sign a single player for 10 years? Okay, so the first Premier League season is done. Manchester City won it. Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, Tottenham. Almost as you would expect in terms of the top six. Going down were Brighton, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. The question is, first off, for me, after 5 seasons, are Brighton, Palace or Forest back in the Premier League? Because they can't sign anyone. Also, going into season 2, who do these teams sell? Who do anybody sell in the first 5 years? Surely the plan would be to hold on to every single person you can. Because all you've got is your intake. You don't have anything else. So let's head 5 seasons in and see how this is looking. Okay, so we're now 2026. Manchester City have won the Premier League every single season. Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Southampton, Tottenham, all were still in the Premier League 5 years ago. They've not signed a single player. But you'll see. In 8th place, Norwich City have come up and they are one of the top 10 sides in the Premier League now. Watford, top 10 as well. West Brom, 11th. 11th for West Brom. Burnley are in 15th. But apart from that, everything's the same. Sheffield United have come up, but they've gone back down. Brighton came back up. They're now 14th, so they've survived. Before we check out if some of the teams have sold a lot of players when they really shouldn't have, let's find out where some of the other Premier League sides are. So Newcastle are coming back up. Fulham and Bournemouth are coming back up as well. Both teams who can't sign anybody, so they've been relying on the squad they already had. Nottingham Forest are there in 8th. Crystal Palace are 10th. Crystal Palace there. Is that it? Is that it? Am I missing a team? I think we might be about it. Let me just check League One. But I think we might be about it. Yeah, that was it. So, let's have a look at some of the transfers and just see, have we been selling people? Oh, dear me, what have you been doing? Tommy Doyle went to Dortmund. He went to Dortmund. Okay, for 28 million. So that's one of the biggest sales. Yango Herrera went as well, but again, not a key player for them. Okay. Let's go back. Did we lose anybody big? That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for the big players. I mean, the likes of this James McAtee, should they have kept hold of people like this? He went out on loan. Okay, so there's the first big one. Nathan Ake in the second season went to PSG for 30 million. Now, should they be doing that kind of sale when they can't sign anybody for 10 years? Let's just have a quick scour through Liverpool, shall we? So Nathan Phillips has gone to Burnley. I see Tyler Morton's gone. Let's jump ahead. Joe Matip went for 36 million. But again, is he just going to be too old? But again, should they have held on to him? They can't sign anybody else. That's the thing. They can't sign him. Curtis Jones, a potential future player for them, they've just sold at the age of 25. They've just sold him to PSG and he was making appearances, 158. Should they have sold a player like that? They don't need the money. I'm assuming financially they're in an insane position because they're making all the Premier League money and not spending any of it. None of it. So should they really be selling these type of players? Mo Salah is 34 now, has another year left on his contract. I assume they're going to hold on to him. I want to check like a mid-table side. Someone like an Aston Villa. Have they been selling a lot of their big players? Have they been cashing in on people? Nobody the last 2 seasons. Quite a lot of loans, but nothing else. And El Ghazi, Davis went. So a couple of sales there. Ashley Young went on a free, but age-wise, probably understandable. A lot of loans, but they haven't really let many people go. So are these teams playing smart? The final one we're going to check is Everton. Again, just to see, are they playing smart? Are they trying to hold on to as many players as they can? Moise Keane to Juventus, 24 million. Solomon Rondon went. Maybe both of them they should have held on to. Dominic Calvert-Lewin went to Real Madrid for 31 million. That's crazy. Again, that's the type of player you can't let go. Demarai Gray's gone. Tarkowski's gone. He's only 33. Unless you've got academy players coming through, you should be holding on to them kind of guys. You've got Jaron Braithwaite and Ben Godfrey. And then Patterson, Molienko. You've got Lewis Gibson. And then you've got this youngster coming through as well. Maybe the odd mistake, likes a Calvert-Lewin goal and them kind of things, they should have held on to them players. But let's jump to 20 years into the future, 2041, and let's see, did clubs rebuild? Did clubs fall off? Is there a new powerhouse in the top 4? Is there a Premier League club now in League 1 and they never got to rebuild? Let's find out. Now, I'm starting in League 2. I'm just curious if there's a Premier League club dropped to League 2. There's Wigan and Charlton in League 2. But there's no Premier League club. No, okay. With 20 years in the future, has there been any major changes? MK Dons, Hull City are going down to League 2. Let's have a look. It's looking promising. No Premier League clubs have dropped down into League 2. Sorry, League 1. Championship. There we go. Bournemouth are going down into League 1. Bournemouth have never rebuilt. They've never rebuilt. The money they should have had. But instead, they've gone down quickly to the Championship, never bounced back up. But Bournemouth are going down. Did they go down before? No, they've just been a yo-yo club. But they did go back in the Premier League a few times. So they have been getting Premier League money. Been unable to spend anything. Wow. Brentford just avoided the drop. And again, they went down into League 2. Brentford ended up going all the way down to League 2. That is insane. And they stayed in the Premier League a couple of years. They got bounced back, so they had the money. They would have made hundreds of millions and been unable to spend it. And in the last 10 years, they've been able to rebuild their squad. They've ended up down in League 2 at one point. Whew! Crystal Palace are still mid-table Championship. Nottingham Forest are in the mid-table. Fulham are top half. Brighton have just won promotion back to the Premier League. Southampton are a Championship club now. Wolves are going back up. Now, in terms of the past battle, I've just seen this. Man City, Arsenal had 3 in a row. Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United finally won a Premier League again. And Man City again. So the top winners of the Premier League hasn't changed. But, check this out. And they've been up there for a while. Oh my days. Middlesbrough apart from this last blip last season, but they've gone back up again. Middlesbrough are a top 4 Premier League club now. The world has flipped with this 10-year embargo. This 10-year embargo has now meant that Middlesbrough are a top 4 side in the Premier League. Tottenham, Man United, Liverpool, Aston Villa's up there. Norwich are still up there. Let's just check. Norwich finished second in 2034-35. They are as well, I would say, a top 6 Premier League club most seasons. Newcastle, West Brom. Please don't tell me West Brom have some... 2033-34, West Brom came second. They've had a couple of they've had 1 Champions League appearance. Jesus, what is going on? And this was when the clubs had money again. Arsenal are down there now. West Ham, Bristol City, Everton, Stoke, Watford, Burnley, and then Sheffield United. Leicester's going down into the Championship, and Blackburn. That is insane. Now, what I want to do is I want to check, has any shock teams won the FA Cup? You have Norwich as the winners. Aston Villa. Norwich won it again then, 30-31. Burnley won it in 27-28. And Leeds won it the first season. What about the Carabao Cup? Has anybody stepped up and won that? Burnley a couple times. Newcastle, West Brom, Norwich, West Brom, Norwich. A few sides. Has a Premier League side won the Papa Johns? Tottenham's under, I thought, for a second. Wickham, Forest, Crystal Palace down in League One at some point won the Papa Johns. Nothing else. No. Middlesbrough in 24-25 won the Papa Johns. 10 years later, they were in the Champions League. That's crazy. So they actually went down early in the save and ended up going back up and winning the Champions League. What is going on? What is going on? Let's head over, shall we, and check out the Champions League. So let's see. Chelsea have won the last 4 Champions Leagues. The last 4. Bayern Munich won the 3 before that. Real Madrid, Juventus, Inter, so and so. You can see there was a big gap. Man City won a couple, but then there was a big gap where English clubs just couldn't cement their dominance anymore. And then you've got the Europa League. Norwich won the Europa League. Middlesbrough, Watford, Aston Villa, Norwich again. Chelsea in 26-27. It's complete English dominance for a period. Middlesbrough is just... That's insane. What's going on? Let's check out the Conference League. Burnley are the holders. And Burnley won it 2 seasons ago as well. West Brom have won it. No, Newcastle in the 2nd season won it as well. But Burnley have won it twice. Burnley conquering Europe. We love to see it. We love to see it. But what I would say is that this experiment has threw up some insane things to look at. The fact Middlesbrough are now a top 4 side. Norwich and Middlesbrough, Villa, Watford have won in Europe. It's crazy. It's crazy. Imagine if a 10-year embargo happened for Premier League clubs in real life. I've been Paul. Thank you for watching. Make sure you do drop a like on the video, and I'll see you next time.